Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are fine and healthy. Today the topic of our lesson is a Sindhi woman. It's a poem written by John Stallworthy. Now dear students, I will like to give you the brief summary of today's lesson, A Sindhi Woman. A Sindhi Woman. इस पोएम में शायर हमें एक सिंधी औरत के बारे में बताता है जो कराची के एक बाजार से गुजर रही है। इसने सर पर एक पत्थर का मर्तबान रखा हुआ है। इसने अपने चेहरे को कपड़े के एक टुकड़े से ढांपा हुआ है और इसका ये दुपट्टा बार बार हवा के चलने से चेहरे से हट जाता है और फिर वापस आ जाता है। शायर को पता चलता है कि वो अच्छे अंदाज में चल रही है और इसके पाँव नंगे हैं। अगरचे इसने पत्थर का मर्तबान उठाया हुआ है, लेकिन इसके वजन से वो परेशान नहीं है। वो सीधी होकर चल रही है और इसकी चाल बाकायदा है, यानी इसमें कोई लर्जिश नहीं। वो कराची की कच्ची बस्ती की गंदगी और कूड़ा करकट के ढेर से गुजर रही है। जब वह चलती है तो वो झुकती नहीं। शायर को इस बात पर अपनी कमर का झुकाव याद आ जाता है। वो देखता है कि सिर्फ वो लोग जिंदगी का बोझ और मुश्किलात बर्दाश्त करते हैं जो आम तौर पर शहाना चाल के मालिक होते हैं। नाउ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आई विल रीड द होल पोएम। Barefoot through the bazaar, वो नंगे पाँव बाजार में से गुजर रही है। And with the same indolent grace, वो इसी शान से लहराती चाल के साथ। As the cloth blown back from her face, जबकि हवा इसके चेहरे से दुपट्टा उठाती है। She glides with the stone jar high on her head, इसने पत्थर का मर्तबान सर पर उठाया हुआ है और चल रही है। And not a ripple in her thread, इसकी चाल में कोई लर्जिश नहीं। Barefoot with naked feet, नंगे पाँव। Indolent, gently rising and fall like waves, हवा में लहराती हुई। Grace, beauty, खूबसूरती। Blown, उड़ता हुआ। Barefoot from her face, the poet tells us about the movement of a Sindhi woman. She is covering her face with a piece of cloth. Glide, a flow or move smoothly and easily as river, नदी की तरह आहिस्ता आहिस्ता चलना। Stone jar, jar made of stone, पत्थर का बना हुआ मर्तबान। High on her head, the jar is placed on her head. Ripple, a small waves as on the surface of water, पानी के दायरे। Now second stanza. Watching her cross erect, वो इसे पार जाते हुए देख रहा हूँ। Stone, garbage, excrement and crumbs of glass in the Karachi slums, वो सीधी और तनी हुई है। वो बोझ उठाते हुए कराची की कच्ची बस्तियों में से सीधी पत्थरों, कूड़ा करकट, फुजले और शीशे के टुकड़ों में से गुजर रही है। I with my steep reflect, they stand more straight who learn to walk beneath the bow, मैं झुके हुए जिस्म के साथ देखता हूँ तो महसूस करता हूँ कि वो लोग ज़्यादा मजबूत होते हैं जो बोझ उठाकर चलना सीखते हैं। Watching her as I see her cross pass through, erect with straight back and firm gait, सीधा। Garbage, कूड़ा करकट। Excrement, फुजला। Crumbs, small broken pieces of glass. Slums, areas where poor people live, कच्ची बस्तियाँ। Steep, bend, झुकाव। Reflect, think, सोचना। Erect, straight, सीधा। Beneath, अंडर, नीचे। Weight, वजन के साथ। Dear students, now I am going to explain the poem stanza by stanza. Stanza 1 is barefoot through the bazaar, and with the same indolent grace as the cloth blown back from her face, she glides with a stone jar high on her head, and not a ripple in her thread. Reference: these lines have been taken from the poem A Sindhi Woman, written by John Stallworthy. Context: the poet is impressed by the grace of a Sindhi woman. She is going through the bazaar, barefoot, with the jar on her head. She is walking smoothly, and her graceful tread impresses the poet. The poet has tried to give us a lesson that hard-working people are strong and courageous. Life should not be lived, rather it should be a Stanza 1 explanation. In this stanza, the poet describes how the Sindhi woman is walking through the bazaar. She even is not wearing shoes in her feet. She is walking, is weaving thread, and is looking graceful. She is carrying a stone jar high on her head. The wind blows away her cloth from her face. She is walking smoothly, and nothing can disturb her thread. Not a single ripple can be observed in her thread. The poet wants to tell us how a woman learns to live in all types of circumstances. Now, second stanza. Watching her cross erect, stones, garbage, excrement and crumbs, or glass in the crutches lumps, I with my steep reflect the stand most straight, who learn to walk beneath the weight. Reference to context are same as above. Second stanza explanation. In this stanza, the poet describes the environment through which the Sindhi woman is walking. The poet also describes his own feeling after watching the Sindhi woman walking barefoot through an unclean path. The poet says that he sees her straight and erect, walking barefoot through crutches lumps on a path full of garbage, crumbs, and broken glass. The body of the poet is bent down with age. He cannot stand straight like the Sindhi woman. The poet reflects that the people who learn to walk beneath the weight can stand more straight. The poet gives us a lesson that laziness and idleness can make you weak and you steep down. You lose the power to stay straight. Next exercise. Add two more rhyming words in the blanks with each word. Grace, face, thread, bread, spread, crumbs, slum, stump, weight, straight, late. Write down the missing rhyming words in each verse. High on her head, as the cloth blown back from her face, watching her cross erect. I with my steep reflect. Choose the correct answer. The woman in the poem was passing through the bazaar. She was carrying a dash on her head, a stone jar. Those who carry weight stand dash straight. Her walk was dash smooth. Mark the statements true and false. She was barefooted. True. She had a stone jar on her head. True. She was a blotchy woman. False. She did not have a ripple in her walk. True. Next question answer. Give summary of the poem in your own words. The poet is impressed by the grace of a Sindhi woman. She with the jars on her head walks straight through stones and the bit of glass. The poet concludes that the people who bear the burden of duty can walk with pride. Second question. What did the poet reflect when he saw the Sindhi woman? The poet reflects that only those who carry the load of a life can walk gracefully. She thinks that hardship polish man. Man should learn to do his duties. Question 3. What is the main idea of the poem? The poet says the Sindhi woman, she is carrying a jar on her head. There is no ripples in her walk. The poet concludes that only those who carry the load of life can walk gracefully. Question 4. What kind of the picture of the crutchy slums do we get after reading the poem? The crutchy slums are the place where there are lying stones, the heaps of garbage, and the pieces of broken glasses. That's all my today's lecture. Next assignment is the hand that laid golden eggs. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.